Hi guys, it's Sarah, and today I'll be testing out more Taba squishy recipes. And I specifically picked out the easiest ways that you guys can make a Taba squishy at home. So make sure to slap the like button and subscribe. And now let's get started. Here are examples of real Taba squishies. Some are flocked and fuzzy, but they can also be really sticky. And some of them can be so realistic. Like, I want to devour this croissant right now. So today we'll be making these. Let's get started. Our first recipe is so simple, and you can definitely make it at home or at school. Here it is. And supposedly all you have to do is coat your mold in Vaseline and spray a little bit of perfume. Then they crush up the glue stick with their hands and add it into the mold. And after a few hours of drying, it should turn into a really sticky Taba squishy. That recipe seemed pretty legit, but I'm here to see if it's really fact or cap. So I didn't buy just one pack of glue sticks. I have two. And that's not all. I have a ton of different flavors of glue sticks. So if the Jot brand doesn't work, I have Elmer's and Staples. And for our last resort,
the Jumbo Daddy.
But I'm gonna start off with the Elmer's glue stick and the Jot. Here are my separate bowls, because we're gonna make two Taba squishies. Starting with the Elmer's. Ooh, it's getting nice and long. Just how I like it. Let's slice it in. One glue stick down. Next glue stick. Ugh, did this thing come from the sewers? Here we go. What the Sigma is this? Ew! This glue stick is crustier than my bathroom. Straight to the trash. It's okay, at least I have this clear one. Okay, this one is looking good. On to the Jot. Well, that cap just went flying. Why is this one way skinnier? Let's just chop it off. Glue stick number 2. I found another Elmer's glue stick. Now we're gonna simply mash these up until they become really mushy, just like the girl in the video. I'm gonna slice these up so they're easier to mush. Now I can mush it with my hands super easily. After 30 minutes of kneading, I think our base is ready. Y'all, it's so satisfying to cut the Elmer's glue sticks, and these are way easier to smush. Now that our bases are finished, here are my two molds. And we need to prep them first. Here's my perfume and Vaseline. I took this for my sister, so shh, don't tell her, guys. Starting off with our Vaseline. What the? Why is this smaller than my brain? We'll need our massive mommy instead. And this step is really important so the Taba squishy doesn't stick to the mold. Now let's coat the cloud. Now for my Sour Patch perfume. Apparently this is what makes the glue sticky and squishy. 2 sprays should be good. First, let's scoop our purple mixture into the cloud. And I've always wanted to embed something into my Taba squishy like those viral videos. So right here's Gary the snail. Say hi to him.
Hi, sisters.
So we're gonna shove him inside.
My leg.
Rest in peace, Gary. You can see his eyes poking out. Time for our waffle. It's kind of chunky. And we're not leaving these waffles tasteless. So let's add some blueberry sprinkles and some blue glitter for extra battiness. And then she lets it sit for a few hours. But don't worry, y'all. I will show you the results at the end of the video. So make sure to stay till the very end. Before we move on to our next recipe, I thought I'd try something fun. Let's open an online mystery box from Gemlet filled with items that are perfect to make Taba squishies. A big thank you to them for sponsoring this portion of the video. Whatever I unbox is what I'll use for one of our Taba squishy recipes. Inside this mystery box, we can get so many different things like a Taba squishy kit, silicone glue, and so much more. So I really hope I get either this dazzling pink glitter or the cutest Sanrio charms. It even tells us the chances of winning each item, so it's nice and fair. But now you guys, let's spin to see what we unbox. You guys, I'm so excited! We got glue sticks! This is perfect since we just used them to make our Taba squishy. Gemlet has so many other mystery boxes, so make sure to check them out and sign up to start unboxing. And make sure to use my code on the screen. I'm so excited for this next recipe because you only need 2 household ingredients. Here's our second recipe, and all she does is simply add glue to a bowl. Then she sprays in Lysol, which apparently activates the glue. And after kneading it in her hands for a few minutes, it turns into this amazingly high quality Taba squishy. Here's my bowl and spoon, and let's put this recipe to the test. Let's start off with our Elmer's glue. That should be enough glue. Don't use a lot. We obviously have to yassify her. So let's go in with my pink food coloring and pink glitter for extra pizzazz. Smash the like button if you like the color pink. You guys, it's looking just as pretty as you. And now it's time to activate it with our Lysol. You can also use laundry detergent or contact lens solution. Let's spray it. Time for the moment of truth. Let's start mixing it. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's already clumping up. I was not expecting to get results this fast. You guys, I think we need a little bit more. Can you guys like and subscribe before I finish mixing it? 3, 2, 1, go! It kind of looks like a blobfish. Ooh, it feels really cold, but I'm just gonna keep kneading it together.
A few inches later.
I think it's finally ready. This feels so similar to a Taba squishy. It jiggles just like a real one, and it's stretchy too. It's also sticky. But we have to turn it into a shape, so let's squeeze it into my heart mold. Moment of truth. It's perfect. Of course, we have to bag her up, so let's customize her bag. First, let's pour in some balls. Now the glitter. Now for the cutest Sanrio charms. Now let's put her in. She's so aesthetic and kawaii. Now it's time for the squish test. That was so satisfying. You guys have to try out this easy recipe at home or with friends. This recipe gets a 10 out of 10. Our next Taba squishy recipe is so easy and fun to make with your friends. Here's the recipe, and the first thing she does is rip some cotton balls. Then she squirts in a lot of shampoo and mixes it all together until the cotton is completely drenched. She mixes in some food coloring, then simply wraps the squishy in plastic wrap. And look at how satisfying the squishy turned out. We have to try this. That recipe seemed really believable, so I'm so excited to try this out. Here are my cotton rounds that I bought from Dollar Tree. You can always use toilet paper. Here's my Bath & Body Works shampoo and plastic wrap. These are all the ingredients, but let's get started. First, let's take out our cotton balls. They're so soft and squishy. Bobo's curious on what these cotton balls are. Bobo, this is not your pillow. Anyways, our first step is to rip the cotton balls. This will make the Taba squishy way more soft and squishy. Now it looks like one big cloud. Now we have to create the mixture. Our first ingredient is shampoo. I'm just gonna eyeball the amount. You can always use soap or conditioner. This is looking like snail juice, so we have to give it some flavor. Let's go with blue. And now let's
Mixing.
Now our mixture is ready to pour in the cotton balls. Are you making a fluffy snow cone? No, I'm making a Taba squishy right now. Are you sure I can't have a bite? Go for it. No, Rachel, this was a break. Oh my gosh! That did not taste good. Why is it so soapy? It's shampoo, Rachel. Well, she just got pranked. Let's add some more to make sure these balls are drenched. So I think I have to go in with my hands. It feels so slimy. Listen to the sloshing noises. Our next step is to cut up the cotton so it looks like a salad. It finally looks like shredded blue cabbage. So I think this is the right consistency. Now it's time to wrap it in plastic wrap. Here's my square sheet. Let's plop it into the center. I want to make this into a blueberry squishy. And now let's start wrapping it. I'm just gonna fold each edge on top of each other and make sure it's really tight. Now that our blueberries all wrapped, we have to give her a face. And lastly, we'll need her blueberry head. Using this blue sheet of paper. Anyways, I'm gonna start cutting out the crown of the blueberry. Attached. Here's our Taba squishy. She looks more like a blue raspberry than a blueberry, but she's still so cutesy. Time for the squish test. This DIY squishy feels so similar to a real Taba squishy. Not only is it so satisfying, it's also kind of sticky like a real Taba squishy. And make sure to name our blueberry in the comments below. The comment with the most likes wins. This recipe gets a 9 out of 10, so now let's move on to our next recipe. And now it's time for the results that you guys have all been waiting for. Here are the glue stick Taba squishies. I let them dry for about 24 hours. The waffle looks way more promising, but let's start off with the clouds. Let's start off with the poke test. It feels pretty sticky, kind of like a Taba squishy. Now let's demold it, you guys. A chunk of it just came out. Maybe let's start with the other side. It looks kind of like a cloud. Time for the squish test. 3, 2, 1. You guys, it feels just like a plain glue stick. It feels kind of squishy though. Maybe it needs more time to dry. This is a big fat mess. The purple caca is all over my hands. I mean, I tried this recipe so you guys didn't have to. Well, maybe it was just the Elmer's glue sticks that didn't work. Because I have higher hopes for the jaw glue sticks. I'm praying this blueberry diva doesn't fail me. But now let's demold it. Looks like a white chocolate waffle. Squish test.
Oh, hell no. I'm about to...
What the?
Okay, my nail just broke. But this feels nothing like a Taba squishy. It feels like not sexy chunks. You guys, I think it just got completely bamboozled. 0 out of 10, I would not recommend you guys try this. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I love you guys so much. See you guys in my next video. Bye.